Hello and welcome back to goldstocktrades.com. Today we have with us Ken Cunningham. Ken's CEO of Miranda Gold Corporation. Miranda can be traded as MAD on the venture, and it also can be traded as MRDDF on the OTC. Thanks, Ken, for being back here with us today.
Oh, my pleasure, and good to talk to you and your audience as well.
Ken, we've had a tough market for many of the junior miners, but Miranda stands out. You have a pretty impressive treasury and a great roster of shareholders. Can you go into that a little bit more?
Absolutely. We've currently have a treasury sitting right at about $8 million. That's really based on our annual expenditures. That's over a 3-year treasury. So even though it's a tough time out there for a lot of people, it's a time of opportunity for Miranda with a $8 million treasury. We saw this coming, if you will, or anticipated that it might be coming, and we did a financing in December, which is normally a horrible time to finance, but we were actually raised $5 million in December. That offering was oversubscribed by 67%, and it was really backstopped with our lead order, which was Rick Rule with Sprott Global of the Sprott Group. So they took 40% of that offering, and then we brought in some other really strong players. Raymond James came in, Trimark out of Dubai, funds out of San Francisco by well-known names, Adrian Day with his management fund, and so as well as management. So that was a great financing in a tough market, and it's really left us poised to to look at opportunities as this market is forcing companies to divest in some significant assets.
Ken, one of the reasons that you may be finding this support is the strong technical team that Miranda has in place. Can you talk to us a little bit more about the technical team that's in place at Miranda, which some of the majors don't even have?
Yeah, we have a really two good exploration offices. One in Elko, Nevada, right in the heart of the Carlin Gold Trend, and that's led by our Vice President Joe Hebert. The team there really has been involved in over 30 million ounces of discoveries in Nevada, so we know Nevada really well. And then, of course, we opened a office in Medellin, Colombia, about 3 years ago, and we've got a staff there of 3 Colombian geologists, and we're spending some of our senior people spend 50% of our time down there, and of course we're delighted to be able to tell our shareholders and potential new shareholders that things are going very well for us in Colombia. We're seeing lots of opportunities, and of course the work we're doing there is under the relatively recently announced strategic alliance with Agnico Eagle. So Agnico is our partner. They are providing 70% of our Colombian budget, and there again, it's another reason why we are able to maintain the strong treasury that we have. I think it speaks for itself that somebody like Agnico Eagle would form an alliance for countrywide exploration with Miranda. Obviously, they feel that we have strong technical people in Colombia, and we're really looking at perhaps expanding on that idea and talking to several major companies that would like to be more involved in Nevada about some type of similar opportunity.
Ken, can you talk to us a little bit about the potential and the exploration upside that Miranda provides to shareholders?
Well, I think you're on the topic. Some of the recent. In fact, you mentioned to me the Colorado Resources, I believe it was, had a significant drill intercept here within the last month or so, and their share price soared over $1, and that's really what you're looking for. You're looking for drill results that look like you're on your way to a major discovery, and that's what exploration brings. So if you invest in a company like Miranda, you're investing for the discovery, and Miranda really offers more than just the one property type of approach to that discovery, because we're a prospect generator. We've got a dozen projects in Nevada. 3 or 4 of those are being explored using joint venture money, and of course we're doing the same thing with Agnico Eagle as our partner in Colombia, where we've got right now, I guess we've got 4 projects, because we announced the Miranda property acquisition of that yesterday. So, really strong property base, really strong technical base, and as you mentioned earlier on, over 50% of our shares are held by significant shareholders, again with Sprott Global leading the way on that, and they like this business model. They've made money with this business model in the past, and they're long-term shareholders, and they're there for us when we need them, and our intention is to provide them the discovery which will reward them.
Ken, as we conclude, in this tough market environment, there's many juniors out there that don't have the Treasury or the shareholder base that Miranda has. Are you seeing more opportunities at this time?
We're seeing lots of opportunities, and I personally think, in fact, we had a staff meeting in Elko last week. We discussed the fact that we're actually using a database right now to put together a spreadsheet of companies that we think are going to run out of money or have run out of money in jurisdictions where we're interested in working. We're then looking at the assets that those companies hold, and in point of fact, as you're aware, we'll be at the New York Metals and Minerals Conference next week presenting, and I've got a meeting at that conference with a company that is out of money, has what we're hoping might be an undervalued asset, and we're in discussion. So I think as the market stays bad, it only creates more and more opportunities for those companies that have strong technical groups, strong shareholder backing, and a strong treasury, and Miranda, fits that bill.
Well, Ken, thanks for being back here with us today and for giving us an insight into Miranda during these difficult and volatile times.
Well, again, I appreciate it, and hopefully next time we talk, we can be talking about some significant assets that we've acquired, either in Nevada or Colombia, and we are being very aggressive, and I think even though it's a tough time for the investors to weather this out, those investors that pick the smart companies that have strong treasuries and have a focus to what they're doing will ultimately be rewarded.